Hello everyone, my name is Pratibha Singh and the domain for which I am demonstrating today's task is computer vision and IoT. So this is for task 2, color identification in images. So let me begin with the code. So in first block of code, we are importing two libraries, CV2 and pandas. So CV2 is for working or pre-processing images, reading, writing or doing some kind of image pre-processing, and pandas is for working on structured data set or data frames. Now in second, let me run this. Okay, so now in second block of code, we are reading or we are taking parts of images and CSV here in this code block. Let me run this code block. Okay, it's done. Now in next code block, we are reading CSV file. So for that, I have already declared one variable. It's a list by the name of index, and these are the column names which we want our data frame to have. So all column names, I mean first column is color, second color name, hex value, RGB. So these are the column names that would be used by our CSV file. Now we are reading data frame here using the syntax. Here we are giving CSV path, which I have already defined earlier. So let me run this code block. Okay, it's done. Now in next code block, we are reading image and resizing that. So this is the syntax for reading image. We are using OpenCV to read the image using the syntax cv2.imread, and as an argument we are passing image path. And in second line of code, we are resizing our image, and the size that we are using now is 800 cross 600. So this is what is a resized image would look like. Let me run this code block. Now in next code block, we are initializing variables which we'll use for further code step. So they are clicked, RGB, X position, Y position, and initially we have declared them as 0. So let me run this code block as well. Now let's go to next code block. So in this code block, there is one function written whose name is get color name, and we are giving RGB values. So this function is for comparing RGB values on XY position of the image, and it will return the most prominent color. So this will find the closest distance from the RGB color values of the section of selection from our mouse, and will return the final most dominant color in that area. Now let me run this first. Okay, now coming to next code block. So this code block is a function to get the coordinate of the mouse pointer. So we are using a left button click event. So as in when this event is recorded, so within this condition only we are declaring a few global variables, and clicked X position, Y position would be the same where the click would be recorded by the mouse, and these are the BGR values of the image section that we have selected or that we have clicked on. So these are BGR values that we are taking in integer format. So let me run this code block. Okay, so now in next code block, in first step we are creating a window, and this window name is image. Now in this code statement cv2.mouse callback, we are kind of binding this function, this draw function, to the mouse pointer. So as in when the event would be recorded, that left click or double click, the mouse pointer would do the action in which is defined in draw function. So there is this condition. So while true, we are showing our image, so the image would be open for always until the break condition is met, or the condition for breaking the loop is met. So if click event is true, then it will draw a rectangle which will be of the same color of the selected area by the mouse pointer. So as you can see, it is taking BGR as the background color for that strip. So this BGR is the same color which we have selected by double click or left click option. over the image area. Now in next code block we are giving, we are finding the color name. So this color name we are writing this, we are getting this color name using this, and this is the text where the color would be returned. Now we are placing the returned color name to that strip, and this is another condition for meeting the criteria. So if the light condition is dim or the color is dim, so we would get text to be black. And in the end, this is a break condition for breaking this while loop, and in the end we'll break the we can exit the image that we have displayed over the panel. Let me run this as well. So after running, this is the image which comes on the display, and let me show you. So this is yellow color pattern, and as you can see we are able to see the color and its RGB values. Now let me click on this area. As you can see, we have the background strip color same as the color which we have pointed or which we have clicked on. Let me click here. So this is the same color of the area which I have selected. Now let me click here. This is the same color which I have selected. So as you can see, this is a working project. Thank you very much.